What's up, my Trinbago vibe peeps? Welcome. I'm Rajiv. If this is your first time here. On this episode, I intended it to be my first short. However, upon meeting the owner and producer of this lovely local Trinbago chocolate, well, Tobago Chocolate Delight by artisan and chocolate maker Jean-Claude Petit, right on Old Milford Road in Lambeau, I had to change it into a full-fledged episode, and it's amazing, guys. Stick around if you want to know or learn about dark chocolate, our local dark chocolate, from bean to chocolate. He explains everything in this video. Right inside here smells so lovely already, chocolatey. On entering, Jean-Claude was already preparing a new batch of chocolate. First by getting the bubbles out, then by tempering, which stabilizes the crystals so it doesn't melt quickly. You definitely have to check him out on Milford Road, peeps. So I'll let the local chocolate maestro take over from here.
After the beans, after you pick the beans,
yeah,
inside of the pods are the beans.
Yeah.
And the beans has a sweet, sugary coating. You ferment them. Basically, you put them into a sweat box. The temperature in here can get up to about as much as 150 degrees. And it goes through aerobic, anaerobic chemical alteration. And it changes from this white color. After about 6 to 9 days, it gets dark here.
Okay.
And then you put it in the sun to dry. What air drying does, it removes some of the moisture that you get here. And it also, long ago, in the 1920s, we were the 4th largest exporter of cocoa beans in the world. Tobago, Trinitario. If the beans are not polished, they look like this. Okay, so what they used to do, they used to walk on the beans, sprinkle water in it to polish it to look like this. So it gets a more polished look. Now what they used to do, they used to take the sun-dried beans, they used to roast them, and then they put them in a grinder like this, and then crack the beans, and you separate the cocoa shells. This is the cocoa shells from what is called the cocoa nibs. So that's what's inside. And then they will put it into a mortar and pestle, and pound it, and make cocoa balls. So this is what your cocoa balls look like. If you look at it, it's very coarse grained.
Yeah.
But this, you have to understand, is chocolate.
That is chocolate.
This is 100% pure chocolate. But it's coarse grained chocolate.
Yeah.
So we don't eat it. So to make fine grained chocolate, you put the same nibs in a grinder. And this grinder has 2 stone wheels and a stone base, and it grinds for about 30 hours.
Oh, wow.
Okay? The grinding, the friction from the grinding releases the natural oils, and you get a liquor, what is called a cocoa liqueur. And when this cools, let me show you, it looks like this. And if you look at it, you see how fine grain it is.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that's the difference between cocoa balls and chocolate.
Okay.
Is the grinding. Also, during that grinding process, is when you add your sugar.
Oh, okay.
So this is a 65% dark chocolate, 65% cocoa nibs, 35% sugar.
Oh.
70, 30, 80, 20, 90, 10.
That makes sense.
Yes. So you can go up to as much as 95% dark chocolate, which means you have 5% sugar.
Okay.
Or you could have cocoa balls, which is 100% chocolate. And then the last part is to temper the chocolate.
Yeah.
Temper stabilizes the crystals in the chocolate, and then you put it in the mold.
Who knew? So you see, gotta love dark chocolate, guys. So 70% means 70% cocoa, Trinitario cocoa, and 30% sugar. So that means, as he explained it, the higher the percentage, the better it is, the more healthy it is. Yeah, let's continue.
So, this liquid material here, if I put this here into a hydraulic press and squeeze the oils out, I get cocoa butter. 100% pure cocoa butter. This is the oil. When you make cocoa tea with this, you see the oil floating on top.
Yeah.
If you take that oil and you set it aside, it's going to get like this.
Oh.
And this is what you make white chocolate from.
Really?
So white chocolate is not chocolate.
Yeah, it is the cocoa
It's
butter.
cocoa butter.
Cocoa butter. Oh.
Because the dry residue that's left behind is cocoa powder. So this and this is this. So white chocolate does not have cocoa mass because I've separated out the cocoa mass. So technically, white chocolate should not be called chocolate because it doesn't have enough cocoa mass. Now, Cadbury's. With all of us who grew up with Cadbury's. Cadbury's is now called dairy milk. It's not called dairy milk chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it does not have enough cocoa mass to be called chocolate.
Okay.
It must have at least 48% cocoa mass. So what Cadbury has is low cocoa mass and about 50 to 60% sugar.
Wow.
Okay, that's why we like it. So that's why when people say eating chocolate is going to get you fat, it depends on the type of chocolate you eat. Because white chocolate has about 50 to 60% sugar. Because it's 1/3 cocoa butter, 1/3 powdered milk, 1/3 sugar. Powdered milk has sugar in it. That's why it's sweet. So when you make white chocolate, it's high. So when you do 80 and 90% dark chocolate, you only have 10% chocolate. And there's no such thing as sugar-free chocolate.
Yeah, okay.
It's in the store, but it has artificial sweeteners.
Okay.
And you don't know the percentage. If
Yeah.
you're diabetic, eat at 80 or 90% dark chocolate. You know how much it is. And then there are all the benefits of eating chocolate.
Yeah.
It's good for your heart, it's good for your cholesterol, it makes you happy because it increases your dopamine, it triggers your serotonin, so it makes you good. And it makes you feel sexy.
Hope you enjoyed that one, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Until the next one. Later.